Ready for the final game on court number 2 for this evening. It's going to be the women's teams, Australia and Canada. Starting off with the lineups for Canada at number 5, Elodie Tessier. At number 6, we have Erin Young. Number 7, captain of the team, Cindy Willett. Number 8, Tamara Steeves. Number 9, Megan Smith. Number 10, Pusa Lai. Number 11, Tara Yanis. Number 12, Sandrine Barube. Number 13, Katie Danganau. Number 14, Sophia Fasifehi. Number 15, Melanie Hodden. Assistant coach, Tim Frick. Head coach, Marnie Abbott-Peter. We head next to the lineups for Team Australia. At number 4, Sarah Vinci. Number 5, Jessica Cronier. Number 16, captain of the team, Hannah Dodd. Number 8, Georgia Monroe Cook. Number 9, Annabelle Dennis. Number 10, Laura Davoli. Number 12, Georgia Inglis. Number 14, Marian Latu. Number 15, Amber Merritt. Number 22, Isabel Martin. Number 44, Lucinda Bleddy. Number 45, Brianna Fisk. Assistant coach, Tina McKenzie. Head coach, Craig Campbell. We will now respect the national anthem for Canada. For Australia. Players may now greet each other at half court. Our referees for the game, Sensa Yekta, of course, from Turkey, Yoshik Domenda from Japan, Christian Kolobati from Argentina.
Good evening and welcome to the Dubai Trade Center as we bring you the 2022 IWBF World Championships, women's 5th and 6th place game between Australia and Canada. Quick run through the Australian team there. Number 1, Lucinda Buetti. Number 2, Jessica Cronier. Number 3, Laura Davoli. Number 4, Annabelle Dennis. Number 5, Hannah Dodd. Number 6, Brianna Fist. 9 is Georgia Inglis. Number 10 is Marianne Latu. 11, Isabel Martin. 12, Amber Merritt. 13 is Georgia Monroe Cook. And 15, Sarah Vinci. And for Team Canada, number 5 there is Tessier. 6 is Young. 7 is Ouellette. 8, Tamara Steves. 9, Megan Smith. 10 is Lai. 11 is Tara Lanes. Number 12 there, Barubi. 13, Katie Dandino. 14, Sophia Fassiferi. And number 15, Melanie Horton. So action about to get underway here in Dubai. 5th and 6th place playoff in the women's section. Australia versus Canada.
It's game time.
And Canada will pick up the first possession. And first conversion there for Team Canada by their captain Ouellette. And Australia will advance down the court. Number 12 there, Georgia Inglis, and she will draw us level. And three-point shot there, landed by Canada's number 6, Aaron Young. Away comes Australia. Amber Merritt in possession for the ladies in gold. Shot goes up there by the Australians. On that occasion, Georgia English and Canada looking to extend the lead, and they do through Cindy Ouellette, the captain. So good early start here by the Canadians. They'll be looking to put the pressure on Australia. Georgia English to Monroe Cook, and Monroe Cook narrows the deficit down to 3. Just under 8 to play here in the first quarter. Ouellette for Canada, the captain. Aaron Young will put up the shot. It doesn't drop, and away comes Hannah Dodd for Australia. And that foul will go against Hannah Dodd. The referee looked a little bit hesitant on that call, but deciding offensive foul will go against Australia. Aaron Young for Canada to Ouellette. Ouellette back to Aaron Young. Aaron Young puts up the shot, and Canada back up to a 5-point lead. Just under 7:20 to play here in this first period. Amber Merritt now for Australia. And Merritt will convert. Canada in possession with Tessier. And Ouellette gets a shot up. Foul's going to go in this occasion against Hannah Dodd. So that'll send Cindy Ouellette to the line for 2 free throws. And Ouellette extends Canada's lead now up to 4. Monroe Cook to Georgia English, and Australia will inbound from the right-hand side of the court. 6:26 to play here in the first quarter. Georgia Monroe Cook finds a pass through to Amber Merritt, and Amber Merritt brings Australia to within 2. And once again, good work there by Cindy Ouellette for Canada. Timeout will be called by Australia. So with 5:57 to play here in the first period, Canada lead Australia by 12 points to 8. Australia get us back underway. Currently on 8 points, despite what the graphic shows currently on screen. I'm sure it'll be updated shortly. So Australia 8, Canada 12. And Monroe Cook gets the shot up, and she takes Australia up to 10 points. Rebound collected for Australia by English. And our graphic is now correct on screen. Monroe Cook to English. And Amber Merritt will put the fadeaway shot up, and it doesn't land, and away comes Canada with their captain, Cindy Ouellette. Katie Dandino. Dandino puts the shot up, rebound collected by English, and away goes Hannah Dodd now for Australia. Amber Merritt finds her way into the zone, and a foul will be called on Amber Merritt by one of the Canadians. Foul on Lai, the number 10. Pusant Lai. Amber Merritt gets the shot up, and good work there from Hannah Dodd picking up the rebound. And Merritt will bring Australia level, and she will go to the line for the additional free throw. And the rebound collected by Cindy Ouellette as Canada puts up the three. Does Ouellette. Rebound collected by Canada. Katie Dandino will try and get Canada in front, but the rebound collected by Australia, and away goes Georgia English. And English gets the shot up, but it will bounce off the ring and go directly out of bounds. 3:50 to play here in this first quarter. Scores are level. And shot goes up by Ouellette, and rebound collected by Australia. Monroe Cook for the Aussies. Amber Merritt will put up the long range attempt, and doesn't touch anything, goes straight out of bounds. 3:12 to play here in the first. Scores level at 12. Canadian captain Ouellette looking for some space, and opens up quite nicely for her. And she takes Canada back into the lead. Merritt to Monroe Cook. Back to Amber Merritt, and Amber Merritt calmly puts Australia back on level terms. Timeout. Timeout called by Canada, so 2:33 to play here in the first quarter. Scores level at 14. And back to the action. 2:30 to play here in this first quarter. Scores level, 14 apiece. Candy Dandino will put up the three. Doesn't land. Hannah Don with the rebound for Australia. Passes it through to Amber Merritt. And away comes Dodge. She gets the ball over to Georgia English. Amber Merritt. And Merritt's shot doesn't land. Katie Dandino picks it up for Canada. Dandino drives down towards the left-hand side of the court and looking to play it into Melanie Horton. Horton took her eye off the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Dodd gets the ball up to Amber Merritt. The danger player there for Australia as the tall blonde Amber Merritt, as is the same for Canada with Katie Dandino bringing the ball up now for the Canadians. And Dandino plays it through to Tessia. Her shot doesn't drop and away comes Australia. Merritt trying to find a quick pass through there to English, and Katie Dandino in the meantime for Canada, and it opens up for her. She's unable to make the most of that, and ball finds its way through to Amber Merritt, and she will take Australia to the lead, into the lead. Final 39 seconds of this first period. Dandino to Willett, and Tessia's shot doesn't drop, but good cleaning up there by Katie Dandino. Final 20 seconds of this first period. And Australia will look to Amber Merritt. Can she keep the lead there for Australia? Good work there by the Australians, and at the end of that first period, Australia will take a 18 points to 16 lead into the second period. Second quarter action about to get underway here at the Dubai World Trade Center. And it's the 2022 IWBF World Championship 5th and 6th place playoff in the women's section. Australia lead by 4 now as Hannah Dodd takes the Australians up to the 20-point mark. Tessier to Ouellette, and Ouellette narrows that deficit down to the 2-point mark as Georgia Munro-Cook brings it up for the Australians. Georgia Inglis for Australia, looking to play it towards Hannah Dodd. She's unable to get the shot up in time as the 24-second buzzer sounds, and Australia turn the ball over to the Canadians. Cindy Ouellette. Puts up the shot and converts for Canada, so scores back to level terms once again. Amber Merritt for Australia, looking for options, finds Hannah Dodd, and Dodd puts up the shot. Aaron Young will pick up the rebound for Canada, and away comes Cindy Ouellette. She does good work to get past Amber Merritt, and actually draws the foul from the tall Australian number 15. That'll be Amber Merritt's first foul. Ouellette looking towards Aaron Young, but good hands there from Hannah Dodd, knocking the ball out. Canada will inbound from the baseline, 14 on the shot clock. Tara Lanes inbounds now for Canada to Young, and in and out. Away comes Australia now. English down to the left-hand side of the Australian half, and good work there from Amber Merritt, taking Australia back into the lead. 7:55 to play in this first half. Aaron Young looking for space. She was hoping for the foul there, nothing given, and Canada concede the foul, that time by the number 5, Elodie Tessier. Merritt to Inglis. She spins around, looks to find Hannah Dodd, does so, and Dodd converts to take Australia up to a 4-point lead with 7:15 to play here in this first half. Cindy Ouellette for Canada. Aaron Young. Young looking to set herself up for the shot, and rebound collected by Amber Merritt. She Lays it off to Isabel Martin, the number 22 for Australia. And Georgia Monroe Cook will take that lead now up to the 6-point mark. 6:32 to play here in this first half. Australia just looking to grab this game by the scruff of the neck. Canada, though, will want to strike back straight away. Young will find some space around the baseline, and she gets Canada up to the 22-point mark. Aaron Young watching Amber Merritt closely, and when she knocks the ball out of Merritt's hand, and Australia will inbound from the right-hand side of the court. Hannah Dodd for Australia. Shot goes up from English, but doesn't land, and away comes Cindy Ouellette, the Canadian captain. And she trying to get Elodie Tessier in. Tessier reset. Now it's Aaron Young looking for some space. And Cindy Ouellette narrows it down to 2 points, so good work for Canada, not allowing Australia to pull away. And opens up nicely for Amber Merritt, and she converts as we move into the final 5 minutes of this first half. Aaron Young, and a little bit of a wayward pass on that occasion by Young. Australia will gladly accept that turnover, and Amber Merritt looking for options, gets it over to the Australian front court. Georgia English in possession for the Australians. Hannah Dodd puts up the shot. Rebound collected by Young. Ouellette looking for space. Opens up for her, and she converts for Canada. Hannah Dodd for Australia. So both teams trading baskets at this stage. 3:44 to play here in this first half. Cindy Ouellette to Aaron Young. Young gets it into Tessier, but she's unable to convert, and away goes Australia. Dodd will find Inglis, and she lobs it across towards Isabel Martin, unable to convert, and on the other side Elodie Tessier brings Canada back to within 2 points. Final 3 minutes of this first half. Hannah Dodd. Aaron Young will launch it across the court, and Ouellette uncharacteristically not finishing there for the Canadians. English closely watched by Aaron Young. Amber Merritt will find English. Foul is going to go against the Canadian captain, Ouellette. Off goes Ouellette, on comes Katie Dandenau. Monroe Cook for Australia. Georgia Inglis. And she will be blown for the travel violation. Aaron Young to Katie Dandenau, and Katie Dandenau brings Canada back onto level terms. 1:51 to play here in this first half. Neck and neck. Georgia English looking for Hannah Dodd. Dodd to Amber Merritt. Good work by the Australians, keeping possession and back into the lead. Katie Dandenau will bring it up for Canada, moving towards the final minute of this first half. Canada looking to draw level. Dandenau will find Aaron Young, and Aaron Young will bring it back to level terms. Nothing in it as we move into the final minute of this first half. And English will opt not to try and beat Katie Dandenau. Plays it back to Amber Merritt. She finds Monroe Cook. Rebound collected by Hannah Dodd, but good work there from Dandenau. She'll pick up the possession now. Good hustling there from English, making it difficult for Dandenau. Shot clock at 6. Aaron Young now, closely watched by Amber Merritt, and Young will put up the 3. And great defensive work there, especially from Georgia English. Ball turned over. 10 seconds left of this first half. Australia with the possession from the baseline. And they'll look to try and get the final shot up. Canada, of course, will press them now. And, Amber Merritt will pick the ball up at the half court. Closely watched by Aaron Young. And she will get up the 3. Ooh, it doesn't drop. So at halftime here, scores are level at 32 apiece. We will be back in about 15 minutes for the second half. Welcome back to the Dubai World Trade Center. Second half action about to get underway here in the 5th and 6th place playoff women's game between Australia and Canada. Scores are level at 32 apiece. So both teams will look to finish strong and pick up that 5th spot. And away we go in the second half. Aaron Young for Canada. Opens up for Aaron Young, and she's unable to convert for the Canadians. Quick outlet pass there from Monroe Cook, finds Georgia English, and looking to Amber Merritt. Merritt. Rebound collected by Cindy Ouellette, and she'll drive down the left-hand channel. And crosses over into the middle. Ouellette looking for options, closely watched by the Australian defence there. And Canada unable to get a shot up, so great defensive work there from the Australian ladies. English thought about the shot, realized she was coming up against a taller player in Aaron Young. And Amber Merritt will convert for Australia. So first points of the second half go to the Australians. Ouellette's shot doesn't drop, rebound collected by Tessier. Aaron Young to Tessier now. She's watched by Amber Merritt. And wayward pass on that occasion by the Canadians. Sees Australia pick up the possession. Monroe Cook finds Amber Merritt in the Australian front court. And Merritt working away into the paint, and she will convert for Australia. So Australia up to a 4-point lead now. And ball went out of bounds. Ouellette a bit fortunate, I think, on that occasion to pick up the possession, but referees awarding it in her favor. Tessier to Ouellette, and she put up a hook shot there as the shot clock was winding down. Amber Merritt to Georgia Monroe Cook, and she will be fouled and will go to the line. Basket counts. Additional free throw to come. So good passage of play here by the Australians. And Canada will call for the timeout. Monroe Cook converts for Australia. So Australia 39, Canada 32, 7:14 to play here in this third quarter. And Australia almost winning the possession back. Foul will be called against Australia's number 44 there, Lucinda Boetti. Correction, the foul was on 22, not 44. It's Isabel Martin, and Australia will win the possession back as Canada turn it over. Amber Merritt through to Martin, but Isabel Martin unable to convert for Australia, and away comes Canada now. Cindy Roulette looking to Tessier, and Melanie Horton finds Katie Dandino, and Dandino looking for some space, gets up the shot, rebound collected by Inglis, and away comes Amber Merritt for Australia. Now Hannah Dodd in possession, closely watched by Katie Dandino, and Amber Merritt will find herself in the paint. She draws the foul, that will count. She'll go to the line for one. Foul there by Elodie Tessier, and all of a sudden Australia up to a 10-point lead. We have just under 6 minutes to play here in the third. Katie Dandino for Canada, and good finishing there by the Canadians. Amber Merritt now for Australia. Shot by Amber Merritt will go directly out of bounds. Tessier for the Canadians. Cindy Ouellette. Ouellette's shot doesn't land, and away comes Australia. Monroe Cook in possession. She plays it to Georgia Inglis. Hannah Dodd looking for Amber Merritt. Amber Merritt in possession for Australia now. Shot clock at 6, so Amber Merritt will try and find Isabel Martin, but Martin unable to get the shot up. Under the watchful eye there of Katie Dandino. 4:41 to play in the third. 8-point deficit for Canada to work with, and Tessier in possession for the Canadians. Cindy Ouellette, the captain, plays it across to Dandino, and Dandino shot, rebound collected by Monroe Cook, and away comes Monroe Cook for Australia. Amber Merritt unable to convert. Ouellette will pick up the ball and drive it down the right hand side of this court, moves across to the left. No shot for convert for Canada. Back to a 6-point game. Just under 4 to play in the third. And a good vision there from Katie Dandino, and she will find the pass through to Ouellette, and timeout called by Australia as Canada pull back to within 4. 3:38 to play here in the third. Back to the action here with 3:37 left in this third quarter. Amber Merritt for Australia. Australia with a 4-point advantage. Hannah Dodd looking to extend that to 6. Melanie Horton unable to pick up the loose ball, and Amber Merritt takes that lead up to 6 now. Australia 44, Canada 38. Cindy Ouellette finds Katie Dandeneux, and she converts for the Canadians. Hannah Dodd. And offensive foul is going to go against Hannah Dodd there, crashing into the chair of Katie Dandeneux. Cindy Ouellette for Canada, looking for options. Plays it to Katie Dandeneux, and Dandeneux brings Canada to within 2. We have 2:37 to play in the third. Canada putting the Australians under a bit more pressure now, but loose pass from Monroe Cook, and Dandeneux picks up the loose ball. Looking for space, drives into the paint, closely watched by Amber Merritt, and Ouellette will put in a quick pass towards Katie Dandeneux. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Canada will inbound from the baseline. Timeout will be called by Australia. So 44 to Australia, 42 to Canada. 2 minutes, 4 seconds to play here in the third. Canada inbound with 3 seconds on the shot clock, and turn the ball over back to the Australians. Amber Merritt to Georgia English, but doesn't convert. Tara Lanes there handed the ball to Dandino, and Amber Merritt will be blown for the foul. That's her first foul. Australia with 3 team fouls, Canada with 2. 1:50 to play here in the third. Can Canada bring us back up to level terms? They can. Good work there by Canada's number 5, Elodie Tessier. Amber Merritt for Australia. English to Georgia Monroe Cook. And rebound will be picked up by Lanes. Hands it over to Katie Dandino, who will bring up the ball. Moves across to the right-hand side of the court. Hands it off to Lanes. And now Ouellette will find Dandino. Dandino shot a little bit off balance there, but she does well to pick up the rebound. And a foul called against one of the Canadians on that occasion. Foul called against Katie Dandino. So 1 minute left here in this third quarter. Scores back to level pegging. Canada, with a good passage of play, found themselves 10 points down and have worked their way back to level pegging. So all to play for still between these two great wheelchair basketball nations. Dandino closely guarding Amber Merritt there, reaches in and knocks the ball away from the Australians, but Australia pick up the loose ball. Monroe Cook took off the ball just at that crucial moment, and Katie Dandino will transition down to the other side of the court and take Canada into a 2-point lead. 31 seconds left here in this third quarter. And loose pass again there from Monroe Cook, and Katie Dandino was onto it like a flash. And away comes Amber Merritt now for Australia, looking to draw level. And English just unable to get the shot up. She was closely watched there by Dandino, but once again, good finishing up by Amber Merritt. Level scores, and Dandino will put up a long-range three-point attempt. Doesn't land. So final quarter action, and we're all level again. We move into the final quarter here at the World Trade Center in Dubai. The 2022 IWBF World Championships 5th and 6th place playoff. Scores are level between Australia and Canada. English finds the number 22 there, Isabel Martin, and Australia grab the early points here in this fourth quarter. Cindy Ouellette, and Ouellette unable to convert. Good work from Monroe Cook, picks up the rebound, and Isabel Martin has an opportunity to further extend that Australian lead, and does. Ouellette looking for options. Dandino looking to find some position inside the paint, but not needed, as Cindy Ouellette narrows the deficit back down to the 2 points. Foul called against Canada's number 5 there, Elodie Tessier. Canada pick up the loose ball. Canadian substitution there was Melanie Orton goes off, and on comes Lai. Cindy Ouellette, and she will be fouled there, I think, by Australia's number 22, Isabel Martin. Ouellette finds Katie Dandino. Dandino launches it across to Tara Lanes, and Ouellette puts up the, looked like a 3, but the referee indicating she was over the 3-point arc. So away comes Hannah Dodd now for Australia, closely watched by Dandino. And English pass towards Amber Merritt, a little bit too low, and Ouellette knocks the ball out of bounds. Amber Merritt unable to convert, and away goes Canada. Cindy Ouellette will bring us back to level terms again. So end-to-end action here at the Dubai World Trade Center. Neither side able to grab this game by the scruff of the neck just yet. Tara Lanes. Dandino looking for the pass, had to move out the paint, and the shot there by the Canadians doesn't drop, and away comes Monroe Cook for Australia. Canadian defending high. Foul will be called against Cindy Ouellette. Katie Dandino will pick up the rebound for Canada. Cindy Ouellette to Katie Dandino. Dandino will set herself, doesn't drop. Canada will pick up the rebound. Ouellette now, the captain. And, Canada will eventually get the shot up as the shot clock was winding down. Unable to convert the outlet pass to Hannah Dodd, and away comes Amber Merritt, closely watched by Ouellette, but Merritt converts for Australia. Ouellette, and she brings the scores back to level pegging, 52 apiece. And Hannah Dodd now for Australia. A missed opportunity there for the Australians. In a game with such narrow margins, neither side can afford missed opportunities like that. And punished on the other side by Ouellette as she takes Canada back up into the lead. Amber Merritt in possession for Australia, looking for space, and she finds it. Banks it in off the backboard. Level scores once again. Good work there by Amber Merritt. Tessier shot. Rebound collected by Merritt, and she .440 to play in this game. Scores level. Katie Dandino for Canada. Ouellette's three-point attempt. Rebound collected initially by Dandino. Dandino telling the referee to, as the 24-second buzzer went off, asking the referees to check if the shot had actually hit the ring, which I think she had a point. So however, the referees disagree with the Canadian, and 24-second shot clock violation will go against Canada. Monroe Cook for Australia. Canada defending high. Amber Merritt will put up the shot. Rebound collected by Dandino. She finds Ouellette on the quick outlet pass. And Canada will transition from defense to offense, converts. So Canada with the narrow lead. We have under 4 minutes to play here in this game. Amber Merritt looking to bring Australia back to level terms. She hands it across to English. Isabel Martin will put up the shot, and a foul will go against Canada's, looks like number 10 there. Yep, number 10, Pusant Lai. Martin to the line for 2 free throws. 3:41 to play here. Canada with the narrow 2-point advantage. First one doesn't land. Rebound collected by Amber Merritt. She's closely watched by Dandino, and Dandino will be called for the foul. And Dandino stares at the referee in disbelief. And that will be her second foul. Canada with team foul trouble already, and Australia were just with a 1, so still 3 to give there. Dandino will now look to bring Australia back to level pickings. Converts the first one. And does exactly that, so back to all square, 56 apiece. Final 3.5 minutes left of this game. Dandino doing well to work her way past Merritt. Merritt caught for the foul. That'll be her third. But Australia 2 team fouls, so still with 2 more to give. Shot clock at 5, and that pass from Ouellette asking too much of Dandino, and Canada turn over the possession. 3:15 to play. Monroe Cook to Amber Merritt. Merritt will find Martin, and offensive foul's going to be called against Amber Merritt. So 3 minutes 6 to play. Australia have the 3 team fouls. Amber Merritt now up to 4 personal fouls. So she'll need to be careful now in the next few minutes of this game. And Katie Dandino will find Elodie Tessier. She doesn't make that count. And away comes Australia now. Foul will be called against the captain of Canada there, Ouellette. Not happy with the referee's decision, shouting at him, but Isabel Martin unable to convert the first attempt. And rebound collected by Dandino. Cindy Ouellette brings it up for Canada. 2:41 to play. Ouellette looking for options, and a foul will be called against Georgia Monroe Cook. So Australia now 4 fouls. Shot clock at 6. Dandino will pick it up, put up the shot, doesn't drop. She'll look to pick up the rebound, but good work from Australia. And here comes Monroe Cook, Amber Merritt, and Hannah Dodd. Closely watched there by Dandino, not giving her any space, but good work from Monroe Cook. Finds some space, gets into the paint, and she converts. So Australia into the lead. Final 2 minutes. 2-point advantage for the ladies from down under. Katie Dandino. Ouellette back to Dandino, and Dandino will put up the shot. Foul. Foul on number 12 for the Australians, Georgia Inglis, and Katie Dandino. Can she bring Canada back onto level terms? Converts the first attempt. And the second, so 1:42 to play. All square once again. Being neck and neck the whole game. Neither side able to gain the upper hand just yet, and we only have a minute and a half to play. Amber Merritt takes Australia back into the lead. Here comes Dandino. And Dandino will get past Monroe Cook, but she's unable to convert. So can Australia take whatever advantage they can? And the ball turned over. Good tracking back by Dandino. She'll now find Cindy Ouellette, and Tessier will bring us back to level terms. Final minute of the game about to start here. Will we have our first overtime game, or can one of these sides get the final foul by Tessier, the Canadian number 5, so that'll take Georgia Monroe Cook to the line. Every free throw vital now for whoever finds himself at the free throw line. And good work there under pressure from Monroe Cook. And she converts both. Australia with the 2-point advantage. Final minute of the game. Canada with Cindy Ouellette, 31 points for the Canadian captain in this game. Amber Merritt leading the way though with 33. And foul will be called on Hannah Dodd, her 4th. And that'll take the Canadian captain to the line. Converts the first one. And picks up the rebound. So Canada with the opportunity finds Dandino. Back to Ouellette. Shot clock at 5. Ouellette looking to put Canada back into the lead. She does. 34 seconds left. Timeout. Timeout called by Australia. So Australia have 1 timeout left after this one. Canada have 2. 34 seconds left. 1-point game. All right, final 34 seconds of the game. Monroe Cook for Australia. And she finds Hannah Dodd. Hannah Dodd will play it back to Amber Merritt. Merritt's shot doesn't drop. Rebound collected by Roulette, and she's fouled by Hannah Dodd. And if I'm not mistaken, that'll be Dodd's 5th foul. It is indeed. So Hannah Dodd out of the game. 21 seconds left. Cindy Olette to the line for 2. First attempt from Roulette doesn't land. Can she convert the second? She does. So 2-point game. 1 possession game here for Australia to draw level. We have 18 seconds left. Amber Merritt. She'll be watched closely now by Dandino. Dandino finds Inglis. Back to Amber Merritt. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Doesn't drop for Australia, and Canada will win this game and finish 5th here in Dubai. An exciting 5th and 6th place playoff between these two great wheelchair basketball nations sees Canada walk away with a win, and they will claim 5th spot. So final score here at the Dubai World Trade Center: Canada 64, Australia 62.